All right, peace and love. We back live, back at it on the tube. I'm here to give you guys 20 different, U.S. codes that will help you guys with deletion of any accounts and all accounts. We're also here on the other side, tune in with the Zoom, with our private mentorship as well too. We've been here for about 30 minutes prior to this, going over some other information, and then after giving you guys these 20 codes, we're about to go over some Q&A and some step-by-step processes in which a couple of them are looking to get done. My guy Ruben out in Texas just got inquiries removed, and then he's looking to now build out his report. So we went over that, but he's also looking to get remedy for the deletion of those inquiries, and so I'm about to go over that with him as well too, and how to get the remedy for the inquiries per each violation in which he was violated, and so I want to go over 20 different consumer rights violations. And so this hopefully will be able to help you guys go through your contracts, go through, just maybe reflecting and looking at the situation in which you guys are going through and see how many violations in which they're violating you guys and how per violation you guys can get in each subchapter $1,000 per violation, or double the finance charge per violation within the truth and lending section. So I'm going to keep you guys here within the FCRA and FDCPA. So the first one is 15 USC 1681B. I love using this one, especially with inquiries, and the removal of accounts, um, especially going through, and on my FTC report, 15 USC 1681B, furnishing a consumer report without the consent of the consumer. Permissible purpose. This is one that I use pretty often for charge offs, inquiries, anything on a consumer report. This is definitely something that is beneficial and helps with the removal. The next one, so this is number two, is 15 USC 1681A 2B. So this is furnishing an account that was created from a credit card or a similar device. So this is talking about the exclusions within the FCRA definitions and what should be excluded. And it states furnishing an account that was created from a credit card. That should be excluded from a consumer report. If you know and if you've been on the channel, and if you don't know, I highly advise you go watch a couple of the videos and where I break down truth and lending. On the page, actually, I just showed you guys, I just dropped, because I believe truth and lending is the most powerful overview. I dropped a little preview of YBC University, and what it entails. I broke down a whole truth and lending overview a while back for the university, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just drop it on the YouTube public channel as well too. So I'd stop what you're doing on this channel. I'd stop this video and go replay that video if you guys are new to understand the definition of a credit card. Um, Let me see. So the third one is Title 15 USC 1602P. This is an unauthorized use of a credit card when the user does not have implied authority. So this is unauthorized use, and this is a powerful one as well too, which will help with the deletion of many things, especially credit cards. Especially credit cards. They've charged off an account. Okay, unauthorized use will help a lot. So the next one is Title 15 USC 1602K. This is drafting a contract or similar instrument in which the consumer cannot adequately understand. So 1602P is unauthorized use. 1602K is adequate notice. 1692B is the next one. And this is placing logos or symbols on an envelope that indicates the debt collector is in the debt collection business. So a lot of people don't know if they actually have the logo of blank blank Fargo, of Base, of all these other different financial institutions, if they have the logo of them, this is a violation itself as well too, because debt collectors, and they are debt collectors whenever they come and collect and attempt to collect any type of balance. If you understand the definition of a debt collector within the FDCPA. If you guys don't, I highly advise you guys hop into the Billionaires Club, and where I break down the FDCPA overview and show you guys the true definitions, of a debt collector and within the FDCPA and FCRA as a whole. So 1692B5 is a great one. Another one keeping you guys within the FDCPA is 1692B number 4. So this is communicating with the consumer regarding a debt by a postcard. So they should not be communicating with us by postcard at all. This is 1692B is, if the steps they must take in order to communicate with you guys. 1692B. And then 1692B number 2, they may not state a consumer owes a debt. If they state a consumer owes a debt as a debt collector, they're in violation of 15 USC 1692B number 2. So that's 12 right there for me. I got 8 more for you guys. Before anything, what I want you guys to do is reflect. I want you guys to write, look at those 12 right there. I gave you guys about 6 in the FCRA, about 6 in the FDCPA. I want you guys to ask yourself, how many of just those alone have you guys suffered from? Guarantee you guys 99 to 98% of you guys have at least suffered from one of them. My guy Ocho said, I got a letter from Nailnet today. How do I deal with them? They're asking for payments. Nailnet. The first thing you want to do is send off a cease and desist letter. So we got a lot of things going. Let me see. Come here in the mentorship chat, go to the FDCPA channel, and then I want you to watch the video right here. This one right here. Let me see. So I want you to look at 1692C and the TCPA. So this is right here. Go to the FDCPA section and look up 1692C. And then I want you to look up the cease and desist letter that we have right here. Everything on cease and desist. Get familiar with cease and desist. So go to the FDCPA section, and that'll help big time. And then I'd watch the overview as well too. That'll help you just with dealing with anybody coming to collect anything, just as a whole. The FDCPA breakdown that we have within the mentorship. That's a great one for you. And then even this letter right here is pretty good. Bro, which company for being denied credit is it possible to speak with you? Which company? I'm not sure what your question is referring to, Jimmy. You can just ask the question here. I mean, we got 5 minutes here on the YouTube. We're just going over 20 different codes that will help you guys. And we're drafting up a letter, inserting these codes. We're inserting the story and what took place. We're the consumer. We know the story. We're the only ones who have actually experienced what we're going through, and like none of these corporations can or even have, none of them have or even can, because it's a corporation. We're the ones who experienced it. We're the ones who experienced the abuse, the deceptiveness, the unfair use of our credit. We're the ones who weren't disclosed certain things. They weren't present during these transactions when we're getting these credit cards through the mail. They don't understand whether we properly were given adequate notice. They don't understand whether we clearly and conspicuously, understood what was broken down within their agreement. But they'll tell us to sign that back of that card, so it'll get us into, contract, buying with them. Well, family, once we understand how to break down these codes and draft them up in letters and send it off to them and find all of the violations and put it in an affidavit of fact and hit them with this affidavit of fact, now we'll be able to come to them with power. And so these violations, these findings will definitely help you guys. And then, just help you guys, hopefully go through and find even more as well too. These are just 20 different findings for you guys. So the 13 is 15 USC 1692D number 3. And this is creating a list of consumers who allegedly refuse to pay alleged debts. So they cannot do that neither. Then keeping you guys within 1692D number 4, the advertising or sale of a debt to coerce payment, a check that a notice of repossession if your car was repossessed. So if they put you guys on notice, this is for repossessions right here. This alone can help you guys get repossessions removed. So stop what you guys are doing. If you guys know somebody with the repossession, y'all got to come check out Credit Gotti's channel, because Credit Gotti is here to free the people. Credit Gotti is here to take back what's ours. Credit Gotti is here to show you guys the power that you all have within each and every single one of you guys. See, but the difference between me and any other channel you guys are watching, whether you guys, show up or not, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be delivering the value, to one person if one person shows up. And with that one person, we're going to get free. Because with that one person, it's going to create a domino effect. That one person is now going to go out and help other people. All right, so this channel, it's for anybody, but this shit's not for everybody. Not everybody will do it. Not everybody will put in the work. Not everybody's willing to put in the work. It's not for everybody. So hence, the training company, not for everybody. Yeah. I also have a training company. I don't only do consumer law stuff. I was a college athlete myself. Go look up. Y'all got to go study Credit Gotti for real. Y'all studying all this credit stuff. Y'all got to go study who y'all studying from. Y'all don't even know my real, name. Go look me up, man. Antonio Cuevas Football. Go look it up. Y'all gonna see my college stuff. Y'all gonna see some high school stuff. 3-time state champ. When I'm gonna go play college football, we did our thing. Know who you are as a consumer and how to operate. Too much sauce. I see you, Ramona. I see you tuned in. So how to remove a repossession, number 14. So if you guys pull up 15 USC 1692D, this is talking about harassment or abuse. Number 4 talks about the advertisement for sale of any debt to coerce the payment of the debt. So they tell you they're going to sell your vehicle when they repossess your vehicle. How many of you guys have had a vehicle repossessed? And after it being repossessed, they still go on to tell you guys, we're going to sell your vehicle, after this time frame if you don't get a period and if you don't get a payment in, by this time frame. Then they go on to selling your vehicle. And then on top of that, to further prove that you never owed it in the first place, if they sell it for more than what you had owed, they'll zero out the debt and you'll actually get a check in the mail. The extra money in which they sold it for. After them collecting their fees and everything as well too. So family, understand that they're always getting paid. They were paid the moment the transaction was originated, the moment that you guys extended credit in the first place. And then they gave you guys an agreement to sign through and contractually bind with them. Through that, you started making month-to-month payments in which you were paying them, month to month. After that, if you stopped paying them, they charged that off. They sent in a 1099-C form to the IRS canceling out that debt. Therefore, you know, they're profiting and benefiting from taxes. Reporting that as loss of income. So now, for tax purposes, they benefited off that as well too. They, just now they're going to get money back from taxes. So that they just got paid 3 times on that. And then they sell this debt to a third party debt collector. This debt collector buys this debt. That's 4 times. And then this debt collector attempts to collect this debt upon you. Or, for instance, with repossession, they do collect it. They steal the vehicle. Then they'll sell the vehicle. They'll collect their profits from the vehicle, and through the sale of the vehicle, and then they'll, the remainder of whatever's left, they'll, subtract that from your balance. Like, it's nonsense. The quote unquote balance of you. We don't owe them $1. Right? So 1692D, number 4, will help you guys with the removal of repossessions. Number 15. So who's ready for number 15? Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys are ready with number 15, and if you guys are getting value, and if these codes are helping you guys, with some of the violations in which you guys specifically are going through. You guys are just tuning in. Make sure to, share some love, drop some likes, give some feedback, be active in the group chat. If you guys got questions, make sure you drop them in the chat box. Closed mouths don't get fed, ever, never have, never will. I'm here for the people. I'm here for you guys. So let's, interact with one another and let's grow together. I'm doing this call from the comfort of my bed. When we here, pouring into y'all at 11:20 at night. I'm about to drop 3 more videos tonight for the mob. I'm up all night fixing, the university. We got finally the children's book underway. I'm about to be finalized with it by the end of this week. I'm gonna have actually 2 copies of it. Well, not 2 copies. I'm gonna have 2 versions. I'm gonna have, one version of Truth in Lending, breaking down truth in lending, and then I'm gonna have a part 2 to truth in lending as well too. I love it so far. I've already got 5 pages. I'm thinking about doing 20 pages overall within the 2 books, so 40 pages within this children's book. But I'm telling you guys, a 3-year-old will be able to understand this information. I'm breaking down. A 4-year-old will be able to understand this information. If they can read and comprehend, they'll be able to understand this information and how we're being violated, and abused. So I'm excited for these books to drop. We're gonna have, yes, ebook form. The ebook form is gonna be like a NFT, and where you'll be able to, like turn the pages yourself, and then we'll have, physical copies as well too. Peace and love, world peace. So number 6 or number 15 we're on. All right, we're on number 15 still. Who's with me? Who's written down all 15 of these codes? Who's really like in the trenches with this information? Who's really a student to this information? Drop a 3 if you've written down all 15. And don't just drop a 3 to drop a 3. Who's really tuned in? Let's see in the mentorship. Who's tuned in? Who's written down all 14? Nobody has. Okay, well, at least you guys got, my guy Francie. I know he's hungry. It's okay if you missed a couple. My guy Rico that got that 5 printed them out on top of the game. So you going through each one, typing it in, and then printing out each code. That's fire. So number 15, causing a consumer's telephone to ring in a manner which is annoying to that consumer. So if it's inconvenient to the consumer at all or annoying, 15 USC 1692D, number 5. So D5. So still on harassment or abuse, causing a telephone to ring or engaging any person in a telephone conversation repeatedly or continuously with the intent to annoy, abuse, or harass any person at that called number. So, how many of you guys have been annoyed by these, debt collectors calling your phone? With the intent to annoy, abuse, or harass, or abused or harassed. And they don't define that. We as consumers define that. And then we got number 16, a debt collector pretending that they are affiliated with the United States in any way. So this is false and misleading representation, 1692E, number 1. And then number 17, an attorney acting as a debt collector. So if you guys have attorneys representing any of these corporations, this right here alone can get that case, shut down. I'm gonna read this again. If an attorney is acting as a debt collector or acting on the behalf of a debt collector, 15 USC 692E, number 3. Number 18, if they're threatening to if any corporation, attorney, anybody's threatening to sue a consumer, 15 USC 1692E, number 5. So I'm keeping it in layman terms. I'm keeping it simple. I want you all to go through and do the homework and go look into these terms yourself. Go understand them. Go read them for self. Read them. Sit with them. After you read it, I want you guys to sit with it. Take a deep breath. See what source is bringing in and allow this information to come in. This is information that we're not taught on a regular basis that they don't want us to know. My God, Nola, bro, good looks for all you do, G. Real talk, 100%. I appreciate y'all, and all that I ask, families, that you guys come in here, drop a like on the video and just share this with 3 to 5 people that you guys all, feel can benefit this information as well too. And when I say share this, like really go through your contacts list and think about people that can benefit from this information, that are on their entrepreneurship journey, that are building businesses, that have businesses, et cetera, that are financially literate, that are looking to become financially literate. Send them this channel because I promise you they will thank you in the long run. We're helping businesses, expand, grow. The next couple calls, I'm going to be going over some business credit stuff. I'm going to be going over, some business stuff just as a whole and properly setting up your business. What law is good for auto loan if it's less than a year. I'm about to drop a video in the Billionaires Club, on auto loan deletion. So definitely join the Billionaires Club so you can get a step by step, within the Billionaires Club membership. So number 19. So we got two more. Family. This is 15 USC 1692E, number 11. So the last one was 1692E5. This is 1692E11. So this is a debt collector failing to disclose that they are a debt collector. So if they fail to disclose, and each time they communicate with you, they must disclose that they are a debt collector. If they fail to disclose in which they are a debt collector, 1692E11 will help you guys. And last but not least, family, 15 USC 1692I states suing a consumer without authorization of the consumer. If they do go through with the intent to sue us, they must have authorization from us, the consumer. All right. My number growing up playing basketball was always 21. So I know I said 20, but It's only right to leave y'all off for 21. I have like 100 right here in front of me. I'm just reading off 21 for you guys specifically. 15 USC 1692E, number 10. So taking you guys back into 1692E, there's so many within 1692E false and misleading representation that you guys will find. I promise you guys may find 10 to 12 alone within 1692E, minimum. Crazy how many violations are in 1692E. But 1692E number 10 is using deceptive means to coerce a consumer into paying a debt. So they use many deceptive means into coercing a consumer into paying debts. Think about the many things and forms and tactics in which they've used into you thinking you guys owe this debt, and which is an alleged debt, and there's no way of them properly validating or verifying this debt, as we are the ones who originated this, and we're the ones who granted them the credit to be able to extend it. Because remember, in order for them to extend it, they must first be granted the right as per the definition of credit within 1602. So that's everything here on the tube. I'm about to get back to the mentorship and show them how to remove, not remove, how to get remedy for removal of inquiries. And I may drop this recording on the Billionaires Club membership level. So stay tuned to the membership level. And I appreciate everybody tuning into the YouTube. Make sure you guys share this out with 3 to 5 people if you guys came in here and gained value. And bare minimum, drop a like. If you guys didn't like it, drop a dislike, but I highly advise, and all I ask is that you drop in the comment section what you did not like, so I can make sure next video, others aren't, going through the same experience maybe you went through with you disliking the video. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And as always, I'm see y'all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. 2024 in January, this travel company I've been talking about, I'm launching. We're about to be doing a launch in a whole other country. So if you guys are looking to sit with me on another island, and see the thing I'm about to launch going into the new year of 2024, not see but be a part of it, and get a part of, our credit community, get a part of, our trading community, start investing, start making money with us, digitally, e-commerce stores, Shopify stores, Amazon stores, etc. If you guys are looking to learn how to create passive revenues of cash flow, leveraging your credit, January, the first week of January, we're about to be hosting, our launch, and it's about to be crazy. I just finally got the drone, so that's why yesterday I didn't go live, and this morning I've been, messing with it all morning. So getting ready for all that's to come with the content that's about to be dropped. But appreciate you all, family. I love you all, and I'll see you all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded.